Hey guys, Redspartan here. So for 2020, I wanted to review some board games. That's the new direction in which I wanted to take my channel and do board games as well as continue to do video games. But I really wanted to review board games. So my first board game I wanted to review was actually a very controversial one for 2019. I highly enjoyed it. It reached a lot of hype in the board game world. But at the same time, a lot of people felt let down because it was labeled as a civilization game, which a lot of people are arguing whether or not it is a civilization game, which is what you guys saw in my thumbnail. I was pleasantly surprised. I would not label this as a civilization game. I don't know really what I would say Euro worker placement is Euro. I would say it's more Euro than civilization. The only thing that's really bringing the civilization aspect of it is your starting character, which is going to lay out your foundation of what you're normally going to do in your game. The same thing can go for like your capital city. So basically, when you start the game, you're gonna get three things that you're gonna see that you could be able to work off of. You're gonna get like your main map, which is gonna have your four tracks that you're gonna run across, and then you have the actual world that you are able to like conquer on there, right? And then you have your tableau, which is a fancy word to say your tableau. But so you're gonna have that, and then you're also gonna have like your capital city. In your capital city, you are going to be placing very unique buildings. It's probably what brings this price up on this game, but they're beautiful. They're very beautiful. The components in this game are beautiful. The card stock is well made. It's all very thick and just beautiful. The art is just amazing. The actual miniatures of buildings is I love it. It just brings the board, the table presence of this game is just outstanding. If you were to just walk in and like you just didn't care about board games, but you saw someone playing this game, you would definitely be like, "What are you guys playing? This looks crazy." It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. Um, that's my biggest thing about it right now is that it's beautiful. But I will say that it is definitely a bender. Like you're gonna have to think like, and if everyone else at the table is thinking, I think it goes up to 5 players if I remember correctly. We only played with three, both the times that we played it so far. Uh, and I played it a couple times solo. So I just the game is just I don't know, guys. I love it. I love the game. It's definitely a pleasant surprise. I will say that my biggest gripe about it is that it's not balanced, which is everyone's gripe. But he did print off a thing to be able to get it balanced, right? There is a thing in which you guys could, if you start the game with certain civilizations, you could balance the game before you even start. I'm pretty sure with an expansion, he's going to fix the civilizations so that they're balanced. That would be a smart move on his part. The game is just good. So like price and balance. That is my two negative points. The game is beautiful. I would not label it as a civilization game. It has a little bit of hint of flavor of civilization in it, but I definitely would not put it in that category as people are really strict about what is a civilization game. I think we just learned that in 2019 is how strict people are about what is a civilization game. But yeah, overall, guys, if you guys want to play a very deep game in which has a lot of different strategies, a lot of different ways you could play. You get one civilization, but then get a completely different style capital city, right? And then with that, you're gonna choose a different path, different tech cards. There's just so many different things that make this game a unique experience every time you guys play it. And it definitely is one of those games where you guys can all sit down. You're gonna be going against each other. There's player interaction, but it's very slight. So you're not really like going out of your way to hurt someone in the game. There's moments where you're obviously like when you're conquering lands in the middle of the world where you are interacting with the other players, but at the same time there's really not much. And more so, the game I feel like has a lot more cards that promote friendly interaction between each other. It's not something you generally want to do. You're looking at the card like, oh, this helps my neighbors out, but it helps you out more. But it's kind of like an option you gotta weigh, right? But yeah, overall, guys, Tapestry, I would definitely pick it up. If you guys have a way you guys want me to look at board games in the future, like I said, this is a project I want to dive into. So if you guys want me to change how I review things, or more information in one direction and less information from another direction, like I said, this is my first review board game video. So please bear with me on how the structure is. I'm gonna flesh out the structure in which how I do these videos. But I'm gonna be trying to go through all my collections. So there's gonna be a lot of board games that have already been reviewed and have already been out for a long time. But I just want to get some of my thoughts out there about these games, and maybe do like an essentials, like games that you should have in your collection, and then you know, like games that you would bring to new people that aren't in the board game world. You know, the games that you take to them, be like, hey, you know, board games are fun. You know, throw away what you know about board games. Let's dive into something you probably don't know, and you know, I'll make a video about that. But thank you guys so much for this video, for coming here. Like and subscribe. I definitely want to leave more content out there, so if you guys want to comment down below, that would be great. Thank you guys so much. See you later.